All right, we're back. We're doing Raft again. We haven't done this one in quite a while. One of the last times I played Raft, I played it with Brian, but today we're playing with Brad. Hey, Brad.
Hey, welcome. I'm sure this will probably underwhelm you compared to Brian's performance, but
Oh,
I'm already missing planks with my hooks, so we're off to a great start.
oh yeah. That's how it happens in the early game. When you get the metal hook, it works a lot better. Oh, my webcam's not on for some reason. Let me fix that. Let me fix that, chat. Stream people. Yeah, that's a thing.
Good morning, plastic people.
Loading assets. Oh, look, it's a beautiful sea. Fever 5. Oh, I'm dying. Yeah, that's great.
I should probably eat that fish. I cooked a beet if you need food.
I do, in fact, need food. Oh, because I am, like, logging in, and immediately I am near...
Well, I was cooking it. Apparently I needed more water, or more,
I'm just gonna eat this raw fish. Yay, sustenance! Sustenance is better than nustenance, I guess.
Hey, I've eaten sashimi. It's good for you.
Alrighty, so yeah, we actually started the game last night, just kind of getting through some of the basic ropes, and now we'll see how far we get today. I don't think we're gonna see the ocean liner.
Okay, the beet is cooked.
I'm still very hungry. The fish. The raw fish wasn't super filling. Oh. That's weird.
You know what they used to call tilapia before they started selling it everywhere, right?
What?
Garbage fish.
Garbage fish.
Yeah, no, it was literally garbage fish, and now they sell it in high-end restaurants.
What? It's great how they just, like, they find trash that, like, poor people eat, and then they sell it, like, for, like, a bajillion more dollars than it's worth at high-end restaurants. Like it's some kind of, like, delicacy.
Well, the whole thing is it has basically no flavor, and it doesn't have a whole lot of, fat or nutrition to it, so... Oh, God, the seas are picking up.
Yeah, they do that from time to time. Oh, there's a Bruce. Oh, I should make I did not make a spear last night. Oh, I need more.
I have a spear.
No, you can keep yours. I'll make my own. I was just last night I was trying to divide and conquer. Have you build some stuff and me build stuff. That way we can get the needful so we can survive.
You with this teamwork stuff. How many people have ever survived a survival scenario by using teamwork? Come on.
Nobody, which is why we're gonna make it work. I mean, it's doable solo. It's just a pain in the butt.
I don't know. I used to watch a ton of Naked and Afraid, so I'm pretty sure I got this handled.
Man, that was such a crappy thing. They should have had that on HBO so they could actually be Naked and Afraid and not Censored and Afraid. It should have totally been Censored and Afraid.
I don't know. They've got pretty funky out there on the island.
The thing I really liked was Naked Vegas. It was a body painting show. It was awesome.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, the big thing with season.
The big thing with Naked and Afraid is you could tell, like, the actual, like, survival experts, because they, like, all these people are, I'm going to take a knife with me, or I'm going to take an axe with me, and meanwhile, the survival guys are like, yeah, I'm going to take rope, because I can make an axe, I can't really make rope.
Yeah. Rope, yeah, rope's hard. Except in this game, you should make that out of palm leaves.
Yeah, but again, are you gonna climb using that? Back off, Bruce. He got it anyway. I got it.
Oh, I'm about to... Oh, I got a potato. Alright. Death has been satiated a little bit more. I learned a rug. I could make us a rug, but I probably don't want to spare the resources. That's probably a really bad idea. Yeah, I think this is my first time streaming the game since the expansion, or the update, not the expansion, the update where they added some more cosmetic things.
Hey, that is like the end rug. Of my food.
So those boxes, those big wooden crates that are floating in the water sometimes, not the barrels, but the actual crates, those were in the latest update, which was quite a while ago now, actually. Oh, there's wood in here. I can make a fishing pole.
The funny part is that, I mean, I actually did do all the training for, like, survival at sea when I was in the Navy. So, like, I've actually had to do this in real life.
Oh, yeah? And you voluntarily got this game?
Yep.
I saw, like, an old developer, like, thing. They're talking about adding, like, new enemies. But this was, like, before they added that last expansion, and there's been, like, almost no news.
Yeah, I've bought a few early access games. I've been soured on the whole thing. Looks like we got a big island right in front of us.
Yeah, I don't know, like, my favorite, one of my favorite games of all time is an early access game, so...
Well, I bought Starbound, or not Starbound,
Mighty Number 9?
No, good God. No, trying to remember what that game was. Starforge.
I haven't even heard of that one.
Oh yeah, no, it was a notorious. Basically, they raised money, people bought into it on the hope and dream, and then, I need a new hook. There we go. They bought into it on the hopes and dreams, and then the developers just straight up took the money, started another game with it, and then didn't finish that one either.
Oh well, that's sounds good.
Yeah. So we're gonna float by this island, or are we gonna stop?
I do not have an anchor.
Okay. Well, we just hit a big rock. That's what I was wondering.
I'm just trying to not die right now. I'm starving.
Okay.
Oh, look, the fish is dying.
I'm gonna jump on the island and see if I can find some.
Yeah, I'll let you know if we start floating away.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get attacked by a shark, and you know. But we don't need flowers, I don't think.
Flowers is just for painting stuff.
Yeah, that's how I figured.
So yeah, we're not like at the decorating phase yet, I don't think. I mean, I guess you could always decorate, but I mean, I feel like resources are kind of light right now.
You gotta think about the future. Oh, I found a crate.
Oh yeah, the crates are valuable, and then like if you can grab some scrap and rocks on the ocean floor, that would be good, because we need to be able to make bricks. We make the bricks out of the sand and the clay, and then we can make a forge so we can actually start smelting metal.
Are you still stuck on the rock?
We're still stuck currently, so we have not moved.
Cool. I've been running around like a maniac trying to hurry through this. I'm
just fishing. Because also with the fish, we can make a shark bait so that we can go underwater with relative ease. I don't know if I have the right fish yet to make the shark bait, though. And also sand is super handy because sand will let us make glass, which will let us make a better water purifier.
I built an axe and now I'm chopping down these trees. So
excellent. We need trees. Trees are the needful because wood is
coconuts also.
Ooh.
And seeds.
Oh, that's good because later we can grow the trees on the boat, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I've watched Waterworld a bunch of times.
That was the most expensive movie ever made for a long time. Not anymore, but...
And by the way, you know, everybody gave that movie way more crap than it deserved. It was really not as bad as they made it out to be.
Yeah. A lot of things get the short stick, unfortunately. All right. Oh, right. Fishing pole broke. All right, can I make a shark bait? I do not have the correct fish for shark bait.
Right. I got some nails. I got some scrap. I got bolts.
All right, let me.
I got some pineapples.
I'm gonna jump in the water and take a bite or two from while I'm gonna harvest some stuff. Let me know if we start to sail away, because I'll need to get back up on the boat.
I'm gonna put some of these, some of this fruit in here, in the storage.
Yeah, we'll probably need a new storage soon, if we got the plastic for it. Bruce hasn't bitten me once so far, so far so good.
Do I need to get in there and like bodyguard you or something?
Oh, he got me. He got me. Ugh. It's like almost kind of pointless to fight Bruce until we can get like the metal spear, because it takes at least 2 full or 1.5 full wooden spears to kill Bruce. It's kind of unfortunate, and it's a lot harder to joust with him. But once he's dead for a few minutes, so it makes harvesting stuff a lot easier.
I'll put some pineapples in the thing, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pineapples are in storage.
Storage.
Oh, I got coconuts too. Let's see.
Yeah, I just had like the worst luck trying to joust Bruce. I kind of want to try and kill him though. Oh, I'm dead. Never mind. You want to just put my body on the bed and then we can...
Like, actually dead? Where are you?
I'm in the water right next to the... I was trying to get Bruce.
I don't see your body yet.
I might be underwater.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, the game's brutal. Like, if you surrender and respawn, you lose all your stuff. At least in Satisfactory, you can go like do a corpse run and like grab the stuff.
If you want to take out Bruce, we ought to tag team it.
Yeah, let's see.
I've got a spear too.
Because I mean, if he gets up on the boat, like, yeah, tag teaming him is best when you just have a wooden spear. It's a lot easier to... Wow, he like almost one-shot me. Holy crap.
This one looks a lot bigger than normal.
No, he's the same size. How's your health? I'm on, like, he'll kill me.
Halfway.
He'll kill me if he hits me again.
Got him in the face. Where'd he go?
I mean, he's got some scars on him, so hopefully he's almost dead.
I lost sight of him. There he is.
There he is. Yeah.
Darn it.
He
okay, now I'm dying.
Yeah. Probably need to get back to the boat for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Can I make another fishing pole?
There's one in the storage, I think.
Oh yeah, there is. Okay, cool.
Well, maybe we also ought to just shove off and.
Oh crap! He's on the boat. It's like 3 shots. Oh, come on, Bruce. I think. Come on. He can like clip through the island, which sucks. So he can like get like free shots on you sometimes. Come on, Bruce.
He's stuck under the boat?
No, he's over here. I've seen him clip through the island though. Like he can like snipe you through the island. I don't think I'm hitting him at all.
Neither do I.
Hmm.
Hilarious, like our boat is just jumping all over the place. We're going to need a bigger boat.
One day the boat will get bigger.
Oh, we broke free from the rock.
Oh yeah, we're finally starting to move on our own. Yeah.
Perfect. Right when we get him on the ropes. So.
Well, I mean, Bruce's reduced health will stay until we kill him. Like he doesn't heal up. He'll just stay at his current hit points, and then he'll just respawn once we kill him. Mr. the Bruce.
Yeah, I've noticed stone is like one of the most valuable resources.
Oh, it's funny. Stone is super valuable early game, and then it becomes useless for a long time. And then when you can start making like bows and arrows, it becomes useful again. It's a very interesting dynamic, I guess, because some things are useless, and then they'll stay useless for a long time, and then they'll be useful again.
Yeah, I played Minecraft.
I have not.
I got it on my my Wii U for my kids, and I don't know. It's been an experience. I definitely see why the popularity is there and everything. It's just I'm really glad. It's funny too because I actually played the alpha when it came out years and years ago, when all you could do was basically just build in it.
Oh yeah.
And they have built a tutorial. They do explain how everything works for the most part. But it's just funny because there's always a thin line between like too much tutorial and not enough.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Well, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, man, that game is constantly stopping you with the tutorials.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a tutorial to like 30 hours into the game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was insane.
They're teaching you how to play way too long. Like they really should have sped that process up. Because I mean, and because it's tutorial, you don't have full access to the combat system until like 15 or 20 hours into the game, which is kind of a mistake, I feel like. Oh crap. Oh, I fell off. And Bruce sniped me.
And again, you know, so that game sold really well on the Switch. It was a launch title and so on and so forth. And we haven't heard anything since. They did the remaster of the first game. And nothing.
Oh, if you mean for a new Xenoblade game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a hot minute since they've mentioned anything about him. Yeah, I really would like a Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I really enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Well, the other thing was, I don't know if you know the story behind that. There were 3 games. It was called Project Rainfall, and what it was is they were all Wii games that were only going to release in Japan, and there was a massive like write-in campaign from Americans to Nintendo saying, "Hey, bring these games out here, and we'll buy them." And the 3 games were Xenoblade Chronicles, The Last Story, and Pandora's Tower. And they were all phenomenal games. I mean, they're all like some of the best JRPGs, period, let alone on the Wii. So it was a big gamble, and it really paid off, I think.
Yeah.
But they were never made for a US market.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. Man,
I have all 3. I really ought to do that. That's something I ought to do a review on, is those 3 games.
Yeah, I really wish they'd put out a new Xenoblade. I mean, I've always been a fan of the Xeno series. I played the heck out of Xenogears. I only played the first 2 Xeno sagas. Yeah, I was in college, so I didn't like super play a lot of them, and I mostly just played EverQuest 1 in college. That was like my one game.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X is still my favorite, but that's the one that it's on everybody's list of games they want to see ported to the Switch, but it's probably never going to go because there was this big online component that would just cost a fortune for them to implement again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it played like an MMO, which was kind of cool. I learned Fire Basket and Curtains.
Yay!
Oh, that'll come in handy.
I hope the curtains match the drapes.
There you go. Yeah, here I am, collecting boards, and you're telling me I can make curtains now.
Well,
I literally just noticed that I'm starving to death.
The small things. I'm really bad about that too. There's a fish on the grill. Trying to cook it.
I got some watermelons too. There we go. That'll tide me over for a while. But eventually we're going to have to move over to long pork.
Long pork? Oh yeah, that's the best.
You know what long pork is, right?
Penis?
No, it's human meat.
Human meat. Thought it was a sex joke.
It could be if you want it to be. There you go.
Well, it's just that yeah. I mean, regular pigs are kind of long. I've seen some on the spit. I'm like, wow, that's a long aminal.
Yeah, no, that was one that they used, in like the North African campaigns of the British when they ran out of food.
Yummy.
No, that's, a lot of these stories about guys that were like lost at sea on like, they were in World War II and their plane went down and they survived for, 2 months at sea or whatever. And, they'll always say, yeah, 3 of us went in the water, but one of us, the one guy just died mysteriously. It's like, you know what? I ain't asking, buddy.
Did he take the short straw?
I mean, I'm sorry, but you're not going to make it long otherwise.
Yeah. Last podcast in the left did one about like a Navy ship that like went down.
Probably the biggest one is the USS Indianapolis.
Yeah.
In fact, Quinn in the movie Jaws talks about his time on there. Because the question was, could they... Whoop. And he got it anyway. That's okay. But yeah, the captain of the Indianapolis, by the way, ended up taking his own life after his trial and was posthumously exonerated, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, they were on a secret mission, so I mean, like, there wasn't anything that could be done super... I mean...
Well, they were coming back from dropping off the atomic bomb.
Yep.
But the whole thing is that they were told that there were submarines in the area and they could have zigzagged the ship, you know, taken some evasive maneuvers to throw people off their, you know, in case they were figuring up a firing solution on them. Mm-hmm. But they chose not to. The captain chose not to because he wanted to get back in the fight. And they said it, you know, the Japanese captain that sank his ship said it wouldn't have made a difference, but I'm sorry, anything that you can do to even increase the chances of your ship not getting shot with a torpedo, if you didn't do it, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Now, I know there's people that'll argue with me all day long about that, but yeah, whatever.
What would Kirk do? That's the real question.
You know, that is a great question, because the whole thing was he wanted to get back into the fight.
So they
didn't like going on the mission in the first place because they basically got put on a cargo detail delivering the A-bomb. So I don't know. I think Kirk would have done the right thing.
Yeah. I've listened to people talk about the first and second episode of Star Trek Discovery Season 4, and apparently Michael Burnham is still doing everything by herself, even though she's captain now. I'm like, delegate.
The big one I've heard is, like, she just takes Booker with her everywhere, even though he even tells everybody, he's like, I'm not a member of Starfleet.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Although, I will give them credit, because apparently at one point, like, Michael Burnham was basically saying, well, you know, I'm not going to do that or whatever. And they were like, that's the Admiral. He wasn't asking. He doesn't need your permission.
Yeah. It's just so infuriating. Because, I mean, like, I was just watching the episode where Kalar gets killed.
Oh, yeah.
And Kenpack basically tricks Picard into, like, mitigating for the thing. And Picard's like, no. But he doesn't want to do it because it's not his responsibility. Like, he's not, like, Picard doesn't rush in to just do everything. And it's just like, that's, like, that makes sense. Picard's trying to be responsible. Michael Burnham just does everything on her own. I'm just like, oh my God. Just painful to watch. I mean, as much as I hated her, like, doing everything by herself in the first couple of seasons, like, no one would listen to her. So I kind of get what they were doing. But now she's captain. Like, they have to listen to her. You know what I mean?
Yes and no.
They don't have to listen to her? That's mutiny.
Well, what did she do in the very first episode of the show?
Nothing. No,
Nothing.
Well, I mean, she deserves to be mutinied against and murdered. I mean, honestly.
I'm not going to go that far. There was something I was trying to do. Oh, I was going to build an oar so we could get over to that. I saw a boat.
Yeah, it might have goodies on it, maybe. Maybe. Oh, like, someone was saying something about like it was on a Wheel of Time group, and they were like, oh, what should happen to this person? And I was like, oh, burn the witches, because it was like I was making a Monty Python joke, and also the fact that, oh, Bruce is dead. Harvesting Bruce.
Can you harvest him?
Yeah, I'm harvesting him. Bruce snacks.
Brucey goodness. So anyway, did they get offended or something?
What? Oh, who?
The people in that group.
Oh, no. Facebook flagged me for community standards of violence, and I'm like, I'm literally quoting Monty Python and mentioning what they did in the episode. They burnt an Aes Sedai because they consider her a witch. Like, seriously, community standards. I was just like, I was literally making a joke, and they Facebook flagged me for like inciting violence.
Well, if you would just quit inciting violence, you wouldn't have these problems.
Well, if they had like any culture, they would know what Monty Python was, and or Wheel of Time, because that's literally what was happening in one of the scenes. They burnt one of them. I mean, it's
look. This is not a time for common sense. This is a time about feelings. Okay.
What? What nonsense you speak?
Let's see. All right, I got a cooler, and now I'm drowning.
Well, that's fun. How you do that?
I'm making my way back to the boat.
You're drowning? Or are you making your way back to the boat?
Just swimming very slow.
Oh. When you get back to the boat, check out this box I just dropped. Oh. Oh.
Come on. I just keep jumping straight up.
You could definitely tell this game is indie. A little bit jank. There's a shark
head.
Yeah,
nice.
Pick it up. You can wear it. So under tab, when you open up your inventory, there's like clothing slots underneath the thing, so you can just drag it in there.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. You're a shark.
It's the best thing I've had all year. I gotta drink some water so I don't die. Yeah, and I'm gonna eat the shark meat too.
Eat it. Oh! I ate the raw shark meat, unfortunately. Ugh. I do that a lot. I accidentally eat what's in my hand instead of placing it.
So, true story. Years and years and years ago, when I was in the Navy, I was doing an inventory down below decks on the ship, and I heard something hitting the hull of the boat. And I'm like, why do I hear something hitting the ship? Because we're in South America, so it's not ice, and we're in like 800 fathoms of water, so it's not like weeds or plants or anything, but that's what it sounds like. So I call up to combat and I say, okay, you know, are we hitting anything out there? And they go, no. I said, well, I can hear something hitting the hull of the ship. So they say, well, go outside and take a look. So I go out, I look over the one side of the ship, out on the forecastle on the front end of the boat. I don't see anything. I look over the other side of the boat and I probably jumped about 10 feet in the air. There was a 60-foot whale shark in the water, and it looked like it was attacking the boat. What it was is whale sharks feed at the surface. Oh, sea turtles. Pretty.
Oh, yeah, they added that in the cosmetic update.
So, the whale shark, we had hit it right behind the head, and we were dragging its corpse along the boat. And its tail was slapping the side of the compartment that I was in. That's what I heard.
Holy crap.
So I go back into combat. I said, sir, there is a 60-foot whale shark stuck on the side of the boat. And no one would believe me until they went out there and saw it.
That is
So
insane.
yeah, we had to throw the ship into reverse and get the corpse off of it, and then had to do a bunch of like environmental messages and stuff like that, and say no, we did not knowingly kill the shark.
You didn't.
Not this time. I just regret that we didn't eat it.
Yeah, get some whale shark meat.
Well, this was right after September 11th too, so we were starving. We weren't allowed to pull into port anywhere, and we weren't in the battle group, so it was a pretty rough time.
God, September 11th, man, that was like such a weird day. I was still like what 16 or 17 September 11th, so I was working my first job at GameStop. And like the day of, they were just like, well, we got to pack up all the games that have the Twin Towers on and ship them back. Like they were, everything that had the Twin Towers on it was immediately recalled.
Deus Ex?
I guess.
Yeah, in Deus Ex, there was a terrorist attack, so all the monuments in New York are blown up, and they don't mention the World Trade Center, but it's missing from the skyline.
Command and Conquer Red Alert 2, I think, was one of them. Ironically, Dream Theater released an album with the Twin Towers burning. And it was like a heart in the background, but the heart was like on fire, and they had the Twin Towers on the image, and that came out on September 11th. Which, I mean, you know, they couldn't have known, but
yeah.
Just like sucks. All this like crazy stuff happened.
Well, I was on my second ship. I was on the USS David R. Ray, and we were in South America on counter drug ops, and we heard that a plane had hit the World Trade Center, but we were thinking, oh, well, it's just like a Cessna or something like that. And then we heard a second plane hit the World Trade Center, and all of our communications went dark.
Crazy.
Yeah, like. It was, and again, we were stuck out there at sea, and we're just like, well, we're going to war, so, we might be leaving from here, from Panama to the Persian Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was not a good feeling.
No, definitely not. I mean, that's just awful. Well, I mean, I was like a teenager at the time, and like, I before I got to GameStop and I heard they were pulling all the games with the Twin Towers on them, I was like, oh, I guess they're gonna pull the Spider-Man trailer, because the Sam Raimi's Spider-Man had him whipping up a helicopter between the two towers.
Yep, I remember that. Yep, not fun.
No, bad times.
I gotta make some inventory space. I think it might be about time to expand the raft.
Oh yeah. Do we got stuff to do it? I'm trying to fish and gather stuff.
I have so much in the way of supplies, it's ridiculous. I'll just.
Oh yeah, makes the raft bigger. Oh, it's a Bruce. Yeah, I'm trying to get like our food up.
Yeah, no problem. And let me build to the front, actually. Oh, there's another island right there. Let me row us over there.
Sure. I think, do I have a, did I make a anchor?
There's plenty of stone in the, in storage.
Oh, yep, there is stone in storage. I can create us an anchor. Where's the anchor? Oh, there it is. All right, we are anchored.
Yar.
Yar. Tasha Yar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tasha Yar.
Tasha Yar. He be a dead one, she be.
More watermelons. And I can't pick them up. Crud.
Yeah,
Getting rid of some of these decoration packages.
oh, you just need to put them in your inventory and click on them, and then you'll open them up, and then they'll get out of your inventory, and it'll give us like the rug recipe or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta like put them in your inventory and like use them and abuse them.
Yay. I'll make some more rope. There we go. Eat these watermelons I just picked up.
Nice.
Is that a coconut? Oh well. I'll chop down the trees on my way back down.
Sounds good.
Oh, I found a hidden chest up here. Let's see if I can actually get to it. Yep. Vegetable soup.
Yeah, once day hits, we should put in. I made a couple of fish lures for Bruce, so we could pillage the ground. I mean, the underwater, without him chomping on us for a minute. I made a new box for food and for Bruce bait. My fishing pole broke.
Okay, now how do I get down from here without maiming myself?
Well, if you
Jump
jump
in the water.
if you jump in the water, you should be fine.
Yeah. There we go. And there's a shark. Do 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 do.
It's a shark. Do. It's a shark. Let's see. Can I make a fishing rod? No.
What is that? Oh, just scrap.
Stop it, Bruce. Oh, really?
I don't know where he's gonna leave the raft alone. I'm in the water. Oh, right in my face.
Yeah. Actually, if we make another bed, we can sleep and we can skip the nighttime. Which is kind of handy. That way we can like fight him during the day. So if we both lay down, it'll skip the daytime.
Okay. I noticed you put the grill between us.
You get any ideas, you can hump the grill. Good morning.
All right. Let's see. Get these recipes out of my inventory. I got a vegetable soup recipe.
Oh yeah, later when we can make a cook pot.
I've got some sand and clay also.
Oh good. You can if you can turn those into wet bricks, and you can just set them on the deck in the middle, so Bruce doesn't chomp them off. We'll need those to make a a nice, ideally, a smelter. Smelter. That's what it's called. All right.
Okay. So. Ah, I can make 2.
2 bricks? Yeah. So just like, stick them on the ground, and then the wet bricks will turn the dry bricks over time. All right, I'm gonna throw a brew snack into the water.
And then what do we do? Go in there and
he's attacking the brew snack, so now we can go underwater and pick up stuff on the ground without him bothering us too much. And once he bites one of us, then we know. Oh crap, I'm thirsty. I go back and get some drink. Dang it. Yeah, once he bites one of us, we'll know the snack is gone. I've got 2 more brew snacks. I don't know if we need them for this island though. This island may not be super have a ton of stuff. So some reefs are crazy and they have a ton of stuff. Oh my god. Like one side of this boat just will not let me on, like it was doing to you.
Yeah, the movement on this game is kind of all over the place, and I mean, I get it. I've been out to sea, and I understand. Yeah, it's pretty tough to keep your footing and everything, but it's kind of like having to wait for the stores to open. And oh, I got bit.
Oh, he's done already? Damn it.
Yeah, it's kind of like having to wait for the stores to open in Skyrim. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the stores aren't there for the game, they're there for me.
Yeah.
If there was no me, there would be no stores. So why are the stores closed?
Well, because all the NPCs have a schedule, which I mean is kind of cool. I mean, at Cyberpunk they were supposed to have schedules, and like, no NPCs had schedules. They were always kind of like there or just wherever. I'll throw another Bruce bait.
It's one of those things, I understand it, but it's also one of those things that it's like, I know what you're going for, and ow, I just got bit again.
Oh, he hasn't attacked the bait.
I'll swim over towards it. Hopefully he gets the picture.
Yeah,
it looks like a drink also.
If like neither of us are in the water, he's more likely to go after the bait.
Yeah. But no, my whole thing is that to an extent, you know, the game exists for the player, not the other way around. So,
well, I mean, I mean, it just adds immersion. All you gotta do is like wait a couple hours and to the shopping hours, and the store opens. My problem is when it bugs and it still doesn't open. That's my problem with the game. Is when it bugs out and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But I like the immersion. I wish more games were made like Bethesda games. Like, that was one of my biggest disappointments with Cyberpunk, is that they said this is like the next generation of like open world RPGs, and we're back to like Mass Effect style looting, which I mean isn't new. I mean, I feel like the Skyrim or Fallout style looting is the most realistic kind of looting for a role-playing game. You can take their what they're wearing is what their armor is, and so you can take their armor, then they're not wearing their clothes anymore, or what they have on them is what they have. So you take their gun and it's gone. Like, I mean, sure, like you get a legendary, then you get a legendary drop, but all the regular guys just have regular clothes and guns. Like, I like that a lot.
Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance was like that, but the trade-off is like, if you fought one guy with decent armor and weapons, you pretty much had enough money for, you know, the whole rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they don't do that. It's not like that in Fallout or Skyrim. I mean, it's hard to find people with good stuff. You're mostly just fighting like trashy bandits or whatever. Oh, Bruce is done with his snack. And he came and bit on me.
And that was the thing that Never Knows Best said in his Skyrim video, was like, with as much success as Skyrim had, you should have seen the industry kind of follow that, and it didn't.
Well, it just takes too much work for people to want to put that in. I think that's the weird thing. Like, no one else has put that work into their games. Like, and I was really hoping Cyberpunk would be that way. I hope. I mean, they're supposed to be I mean, they haven't put out an update in forever, so I'm hoping that once they finally get the game updated and for next gen consoles, I'm hoping it's a big revamp. But people say they're hoping they'll No Man's Sky it, but No Man's Sky is still a terrible game, so I don't know. I don't know if I want them to No Man's Sky Cyberpunk 2077. I want Cyberpunk to be a good game, not a bad game. Like, every single second I was in No Man's Sky, I just wanted to be playing Satisfactory again.
Well, and I said that was my big thing with Shin Megami Tensei 5 was that every minute that I was playing that, I was like, I wish I were playing Digital Devil Saga.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, I got another brick here. There we go. I got 4 pieces of metal ore.
Oh, good. We're gonna need that. We're building.
There's actually an underwater. There's a couple of underwater caves on this island. I don't know if you saw them or not.
I did not.
Yes.
Should I throw another Bruce bait? I've got one more.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, we can save it for the next island.
Yeah, I got 4 of the metal ores. So.
Cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Need a new fishing pole. All right. All right. I guess I'll cast this off.
Sounds like a plan.
And I'll get back to fishing.
And I will eat some fish.
Might need to paddle us off the... We're kind of beached.
No problem. Beats the alternative.
I guess so. I like Raft. Raft is a nice chill game. Like, literally my biggest complaint is that I just wish that the combat was, like, worked.
My thing is that it is pretty. You know, I'll definitely give it that. It can be, you know, it is a little bit too intense for me to say it's like a chill game. But
I mean, like, once we get our Raft a little bit bigger, there is a chill factor to it. Because the music is pretty relaxing. Like, early, like the first couple hours of the game is not chill, and then once you get to a point, it's chill, and then it's not chill anymore after that. It's got peaks and valleys of chill.
here you go. I'm gonna expand the raft a little here. For the sake of inventory space.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Eventually, we'll be able to build bigger boxes. Oh, once you get this expanded, once you get this,
we need a bigger grill.
Yeah, we do. So once you get this expanded a little bit, you need to build a research table. The research table, you sacrifice items to it, and then it'll teach us new things we can make. Like, we'll be able to research a bigger grill, better fishing pole, better axe, better hook. And then we'll be able to research nets, which you can line the outside of the boat with. So anything we collide with, the boat picks up. That's the closest thing to automation this game has. Is just being able to pick up stuff without having to hook every single thing.
What a novel concept.
Yeah, I know, right? You can stop being a hooker for a couple minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've got a ton of scrap. I've got almost 2 stacks worth of scrap.
Nice.
I mean, I've been busy. I've been collecting. I'm not, not the pro at this, but I got the fundamentals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bruce, die. At least so nice when we get the metal tip spear, and we can kill Bruce easier than have Bruce steaks more often. They say you are what you eat, and I want to be Bruce. Like, I think this is made with the Unity engine, and if they would have made it with the Unreal engine, I think maybe the combat would be a little bit more like fine-tuned, because Unreal automatically comes with like decent shooting.
Well, it's also a question of what the engine is made for. That's one of the big things with the big complaint with being forced to use Frostbite is that Frostbite is it's a shooter engine, and they put Dragon Age on the Frostbite engine, and it just doesn't really work.
Yeah.
I think it was the third one they did that with, where they put it on Frostbite.
Was not a good idea. But it was EA's proprietary engine, so you gotta use EA's proprietary engine, because EA's proprietary engine needs to be used. Because it's their proprietary engine. Hopefully, the next Mass Effect will be on, back on Unreal. I mean, Unreal's a shooter engine too, but Unreal's a lot more flexible.
With this whole, they should use common sense and stuff like that. You're being crazy.
Yeah. If I've learned anything from watching Star Trek Discovery is that creators will do the exact opposite of what, like, makes sense. And then they'll wonder why it doesn't work, or why people are angry.
The funny part is that I was watching a big retrospective on Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and it was a very early PlayStation 1 game, and at the time everybody was making 3D games, and it was unapologetically a 2D game, and they were like, no, this isn't, you're basically working backwards here. And instead it became this like enormous hit, because everybody knows Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things that it's like, if they, sometimes you can get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting about food and drink and stuff like that, so now I'm baking my potatoes and drinking my water.
Yeah, it's easy to forget about that stuff. I got a couple more Bruce distractions.
That was one of the big things with like people that play Skyrim in survival mode. Is like, is that fun, having to worry about food? And I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's fun having to do that all the time, personally. Like, it was one of my favorite things, because I played this game before I played Satisfactory, so when I went to Satisfactory, I was like, wow, I don't have to eat every 2 seconds. This is fun. Like, I get the survival thing, but, like, make it slightly more realistic, where, like, if we're using a day-night cycle, like, make sure I eat like once, because I mean, like, like, we eat like 3 or 4 times a day, but you don't have to. I mean, and when you're surviving, you can get away with eating like once a day, but in this game you have to eat like 16 times a day, because your hunger meter and the day cycle aren't like synced up very well.
You're diabetic. You're constantly, your blood sugar just drops.
Oh, me. Oh, your potato's done.
Job's done.
Job done. Utar. He's still got the boat. Do you have stuff to make a research bench?
Let me take a look. Let's see here. Research table. Yeah, I can. Yeah, easily.
Yeah, go ahead and make that and start sacrificing things to the gods.
Let's see.
Since this is on your game, you should be doing the stuff for advancement so you know what's going on. The first time I played this game, I played with my friends in California, and they had a giant boat by the time I had like joined.
And my mouse just died. That's hilarious.
Well,
like perfect timing.
is it batteries or do you have to plug it? Like, can you like plug it in?
I want to do that.
Because my Razer mouse, it's wireless, but like once it dies, I can just plug it in. Like unplug the dongle and plug it directly into the mouse.
I'm on a laptop, so I still have my touchpad.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go. Let me go grab some batteries real quick.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Got some on the counter.
All right, can I make me a new fishing rod? That I can.
Now's the fun part where we get to watch me stick like half a dozen sets of batteries in here, and none of them work.
Man, you give me flashbacks to like living with my parents. Just like batteries everywhere, but like which ones work? Who knows? Man, my grandmother used to have like a giant bin of batteries that she kept in the refrigerator. And a lot of them didn't work.
You know what? I have a Razer Death Adder. I'm just going to plug that in.
Hell yeah. Gotta love having a performance mouse on a game that's got almost no performance.
By a player that has almost no performance.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Hey, there we go, and it works. Let's see. Place item into slot to research.
You must cut down the mightiest tree in the forest with the herring.
Seeing what all ingredients we actually have. Metal ingot? No. Feathers? No.
Holy shit.
What?
We're near a big island. I don't remember seeing big islands so early in the game. Usually you don't actually run into big islands until like a bit further. That's so big. I mean, it's not like the biggest island in the game, but for a random island, it's kind of big. I hope there's not like a bear or something on this island. Oh,
why would you not want that?
Crap, there's a boar on this island. Boars are super dangerous. So I take that back. Apparently they made the game less chill early game. Holy crap. Boars fuck you. We don't even have any good weapons. Actually, why am I rowing here? This is just death. This whole thing is just death. I don't know if we should stop here.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Okay, I can throw my thing off here. This is just a really bad place. This is like a mid-game island. I mean, it's probably good to harvest stuff from the reef here, but
What attacked me?
the birds. Never mind. Let's not stop here. This place is absolute death. The birds, and we don't even have bow and arrows, and they're still like next to impossible to hit because the shooting in this game just doesn't work. We're gonna roll away.
Let's not stop here. It's a silly place.
This is a terrible, terrible place.
Okay,
The only thing good here might be underwater with the pufferfish, but the fact that we're being attacked on the boat by the condor is like awful. Awful, awful, awful.
So let's see. Scarecrow. We can make trophy boards. Simple collection net.
Ooh, yes, research that.
Learned it. Lantern.
Ooh.
Crop pot. Bucket.
Anything we can research.
Oh, so just learn all of them.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, I need, let's see, where are my dry bricks at? And let's see, do we have any other ingredients here I don't have?
So
I will research a fish.
So last night's Wheel of Time episode might be the worst episode of the series so far. Did you watch it? Did you watch it yet?
No.
No? Okay. Honestly, if you're not in a hurry, I wouldn't watch it until the next two episodes come out. It's because it's one of those ones that's kind of like, it's like episode 4, they built up a ton of momentum, and then it just came to a screeching halt.
Sounds about right.
Which the thing is, like, as a book reader, I understand what they're doing. They're just trying to do like this episode was just a lot of foreshadowing and like building up for like stuff that might happen later or in the series. Like I think my theory is coming to pass. Like they're just covering events from the book as quickly as they possibly can. And then like everything else, they're just making up for the show just to like do world building so that when stuff happens to our heroes, they'll have precedent for it happening in the show before. And it's just it's more of that this time, but it's less exciting. Like,
so the infamous hand grenade on the first season of The Walking Dead. I don't know if you remember that. That basically they wrote themselves into a corner, so somebody at some point in the first season of The Walking Dead just randomly pockets a hand grenade that ends up getting them out of their corner that they wrote themselves into.
Their hand grenade ex machina?
Yes, hand grenade ex machina. That's exactly what it was. That was funny. You picked up that big barrel and then just threw it back.
That was weird. Like I saw a whale tail, give me a facial, and it was my screen looked really weird. Actually, the first season of The Walking Dead, even with the hand grenade, it was fine. The first season of The Walking Dead was the only good season, and then I gave up after season 4. And 2, 3, and 4 were all terrible. So I was like, yeah, I just gave up.
Well, when they went off book, it was, much like Game of Thrones. You start going off book and things kind of go chaotic.
Well, like, I mean, season 2, it was the entire episode of farm. They were on the farm for like 3 pages in the comic, and they spent an entire season there.
Well, the reason, you know why that was, right? Writers Guild strike.
Oh, gotta love the Writers Guild strikes.
They were in the middle of filming season 2 when they went on strike, and so they just had nothing to go on.
Oh, why not pick up the comic book? It makes too much sense, right?
They still, again, it's one of these Byzantine, how they do union rules and whatever kind of stuff. So you can't just say, well, we're just going to film based on the comic or whatever.
Well, that's shitty.
I never said it was smart.
It's not at all. It's kind of like painful to think about that they're just that dumb.
But to be fair, I mean, at the same time, like, the writers aren't, they basically get nothing off of the streaming and DVD and everything else sales. They only get paid on the initial broadcast of whatever they write.
Well, based on Star Trek Discovery and stuff like that, they don't deserve to be even paid for that. So,
I'm not going to argue that.
I mean, like,
it's literally indefensible.
I mean, sure, people should make money at their jobs, but I mean, like, I wish there was an everyday person strike, because, a lot of people get paid next to nothing for the work they do, and like writers, even before their strikes, I'm sure made way more than a lot of us regular people do. I don't know. And the fact that they write this awful stuff and then they get paid for it, and then that's canon now. It's just kind of like hurts my soul.
Oh, this big fish doesn't fit on the grill.
Yeah, we need a bigger grill.
Yeah, because, I couldn't just bust out a knife and...
What's a knife?
N-I-F-E-K?
A Kefka?
And there's an island bearing 020.
Mark. We're not in space.
Well, yeah, we're technically not working on 3 axi, so.
Dang it. Have you tried Dyson Sphere program?
What's that?
Have you tried Dyson Sphere program?
Dyson Sphere program?
Yeah. I kind of want to try it out.
Again, the entire concept is just kind of wonky, because people are leaving out, like, how much in material it would require to build something like that.
Well, I think you do have to, like, mine stuff from all over a solar system. So, I mean, it's like...
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a Chinese movie on Netflix. It was at one time, like, one of the highest grossing movies in the world. But it's called The Wandering Earth. And the whole thing is the sun is burning out. So they decide that they're going to fly the planet Earth to the nearest star.
Oh, that makes sense.
And the whole thing is, like, they have these engines that are moving the Earth that are so big that it's like they're just leveling mountains and just pouring them into it, because it doesn't matter what it is. They just need something to burn in these things.
Yeah.
The other thing is that they had to kill off like 2/3 of the Earth's population. They had to stop the rotation of the Earth. And when they did that, basically, like, the world flooded and then it froze. So, why are we changing directions? Are you rowing?
I'm rowing toward the island.
I want to know how that little dinky oar is moving this entire raft.
It gets even more incredible. We can triple the size of the raft and make it like a 6-story building, and this little thing will still move the raft.
Get off the raft, Bruce. Get off the raft.
I also built this anchor so we can stay. And
he is all cut up, by the way.
Oh, good. We'll be able to make some Bruce steak soon.
Yeah. And you've got the anchor?
Yep, I'm tossing it in now. Right. I am starving and probably dying of thirst.
I'm going to hit the island, see if I can find some fruit. Oops. Yep, sure enough, first thing I find is a watermelon. I'll deal with my hunger and my thirst. Yeah, I definitely have to say, this game is probably, like, almost impossible to do on your own.
I mean, it is possible, it's just, like, not... It's just really difficult.
Well, and it's funny because that's really, you know, one of the things people don't take into account is, you know, why do we have love? What is the biological imperative for love? You know, if you believe in evolutionary theory or even intelligent design, why did we develop love? And the reality is that your chances of survival and the survival of your offspring are drastically higher if there's two of you.
Yeah.
So that's basically where that all came from. That it more than likely it was just something that we had to do in order to survive.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sand. Actually, it's about to be nighttime. I was about to go off into the island. I think we should take a nap for daytime. I can distract Bruce and we can harvest the ocean floor.
Proteins from the sea.
Proteins and the proteins.
Oh, and I got bit by a shark. Okay. No, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Logan's Run.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. Funny thing is, Ken Levine, who did the BioShock games, was like writing a screenplay for it.
Yeah, they've been trying to make it happen for years. It ain't gonna happen.
Why not? We need more sheer outfits on the ladies and stuff. That was always fun, right?
No, what they really need is, you know, to take you know, TV shows and movies that are 50, 60 years old and, you know, mine them for ideas instead of coming up with something new.
What? Something new?
Like, Nah.
Nook neck? Is that what you're looking for? You're looking for something nook neck?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Logan's Run, but again, I mean, it was a product of its age, and if they remade it, they're just going to put in a bunch of political messages and...
Yeah, I'm just sick of all the political messaging. I just want entertainment to be entertainment again.
Well, but that's the whole point, is that no, you shouldn't be able to just enjoy entertainment. You should have to look at this stuff. You should have to, you know, get the message. And if you aren't doing that, then you don't deserve your entertainment.
But the message is just the same thing over and over again. It's not new and it's not entertaining. Like when they tried to make Charlie's Angels super woke, and I'm like, really? You're just like undermining what is Charlie's Angels.
Pineapple. I was about to starve.
Bruce took a bite out of me.
Just like in real life.
Uh-oh.
Or as my one friend calls it, meat space.
Meat space.
It's like, so what are you doing out there in meat space?
It's like MySpace, but for food. Alright, Bruce is chomping on some stuff again. I can go look for stuff in the water.
My hook broke, of course. But I should be able to make a better hook now.
Have you built the smelter yet?
No, I don't need it. There we go. Better hook.
Oh, you don't need the smelter for the better hook?
Yep. Oh, man, that's so much faster. Wow.
Yeah, like, the tier 2 stuff in this game is a huge improvement.
I'm wondering if the tier 3 is probably not as great of one.
There's no tier 3. Not yet, anyway. I hope they add tier 3, but it feels like the updates for this game have slowed down to almost nothing. So I don't even know. I just wonder if this is as far as the game's gonna get, because I feel like I've heard no news. A month ago I was like, I haven't heard anything new about Raft. I was like trying to look stuff up and I haven't seen anything. And maybe I just didn't look hard enough or in the right places. But unfortunately, I don't feel like I've seen like a lot of news on this game for any future content, which is sad, because I mean, like, it's a decent solid game. It's just got a couple like things I'd like to see fixed up a little bit. And with this game, they are releasing the story in chapters, so I mean, there is kind of story and there's chapters to the game, but so like
I just wish that we would go back to the days where you could just, you know, buy a game that was complete, you know?
What's a complete game? I don't know. I'm not familiar with this concept.
I do not comprehend.
Oh, did you just find a bolt from one of the
Oh, I had a bunch of bolts.
Do you have?
I've been harvesting like crazy for a while.
Oh, but you must have gotten that from one of the caches, because I don't have any bolts. We need smelters to build our own bolts. How many? Do we have any more dry bricks?
Do we need more?
Probably.
I can make some. I can make some.
I think we need at least 6 for the smelter. And have you sacrificed one to the gods?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we need 6 dry bricks and 6 nails. I have enough for 2 wet bricks.
I just put down 1 wet brick.
Well, my brick is way wetter than yours.
Oh. Well, it's newer, so it should be.
And I'm dying of thirst.
Yeah, I just took a sip. Oh, can we make oh, we still need the smelter. A smelter is like the needful right now.
Okay.
Because we need the smelter to make glass, so we can make the better water thing. We need the smelter so we can make bigger bottles.
So yeah, we need bricks. I've only got 1 nail.
Oh, you can make it out of scrap. We've got plenty of scrap.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh, okay, building supplies. So let's see. Oh, geez, oh man. I didn't realize that it made that many every time you clicked it.
Cook faster. Oh, I got a potato. I guess I'll eat that.
And yeah, now we need 6 dry bricks. So sand and clay, I guess. Did we kill Bruce?
No.
Oh well, I should probably drink some water first.
Bruce is still alive, as far as I'm aware. Should we try to murder his face?
Obviously. I mean...
Where are you, Mr. Bruce?
Here, I'll just jump in the water.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, that finds him pretty quick. Yeah.
Human bait.
Human chum. Chum sickles. Good God.
There he is. I see.
Yeah, he's taking a couple bites out of me. Yeah, one more bite and I'm dead.
Get out of the water. I've got a full health bar. Where are you? There you are.
So for whatever reason, I have the hardest time jousting him with the regular spear, and sometimes once I get the metal sphere, I can take him out like way easier.
Okay.
Because like, because what I usually do is I just back up when he's attacking me. I can poke him, and then like he won't hit you. But I don't know if the wooden spear is just not strong enough to make him flinch. I don't know, but I always take damage with the wooden spear. Hopefully he'll come like bite the boat soon, because then we get free shots on him. Like when you want him to bite the boat, he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm seeing metal ingots are required for just about everything pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. He's dead.
Oh, you got him?
He's dead.
Well done. And you're swimming horizontally under him.
Like a boss.
Okay, well, I'm going to go look for some more sand and clay.
Sand and clay. Sand. Oh, yeah. I need some. Look for some stuff on the water, too. Hiya. Although, this place might be mostly pillaged at this point.
Well, I'm finding some.
That's good.
Of course, as soon as I get in the water, I'm instantly hungry again.
Yeah. We need to get that bigger grill going so we can cook the big fish and the, you can cook 3 smaller fish on the grill at once. Yeah, this smelter is just, like, top priority at this moment.
Well, whoever smelter delter. Thought that was another shark. It was you.
Not even wearing a shark head.
Do.
Oh no, I'm starving, or I'm thirsty again. Dang it. Oh, I just found some ore. Oh, and I'm drowning on top of it. Man, I am just doing the trifecta. I'm not starving, but I'm dying of thirst, and I'm drowning.
It sucks that when you get hungry or thirsty, you just, like, slow to a snail's pace in your movement.
It's like being overburdened in Skyrim.
You know what, though? And I gotta say, it's still better than the way it used to be.
What do you mean?
It used to be when you were overburdened, you just, you couldn't move at all.
Yeah. I was really happy about that perk in Fallout 4, where, you could, basically, at least fast travel once you were set. Once you had enough strength points and got that perk. It was very nice.
Yay, I'm not dying.
All right.
Now I'm just dying of thirst.
Need some sand. Ooh, ore. Ore is acceptable too.
Let's see what I got. Yeah, I've got 1 sand and 1 clay. Perfect.
Yeah. Oops. Huh? For what?
Hmm?
Your cup away. What coffee cup? You just used your thermos.
Can I take it in?
Yeah. My wife sometimes gets multiple coffee cups, Brad. Oh, Goose is back. And so, like, I'm like joking, like, oh, you didn't want to use your first coffee cup? And she's like, oh, I didn't realize I had one out. This morning, she was running late for school, so she had to, she just put it into a thermos so she could just, like, drink it on the go. So that's what she started with. And she's like, where'd my coffee cup go? Did you already put it in the washer? I was like, nope. Use a thermos. You're home early.
Yeah.
Did you get to look at your desk?
Yeah, I did.
Did not go back at 2?
No.
2. I think we picked this place clean. We can let the
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
with the
Cast
anchor.
off.
Where? Oh, here it is. Here is the anchor.
No, the gym that I go to, in the summertime, they do a thing where they sell these cups, and throughout the summer you can come in and just get iced tea for free if you've got the cup. Well, this year they also decided if you buy the coffee cup lid, then you can get free coffee there through like the end of January. So I just picked up the lid, and now I don't have to make coffee anymore.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So those small victories.
Hell yes.
Every day I drink more, other liquids than alcohol. Is
So there's 4 dry bricks in storage.
Sweet. We just need 2 more.
How
How much sand and clay do you have?
I had a sand and I have 10 clay. I just dropped them over here.
Okay. Let me... So I should be able to make. Yeah, I can make 1 more wet brick. You ever watch that Primitive Survival channel on YouTube?
No.
Yeah, this guy, like, his name is John Plant, and he actually wrote a book about it, but he's got this property out in Australia, and he just, like, the only thing he takes out there with him that's, like, natural is just a pair of shorts. That's it. And everything else he just builds from hand, by hand. But he hasn't, like, posted anything. I know he's on a big book tour and stuff like that, but, I mean, like, he builds, like, shelters, and he actually, like, made bricks from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So, the skills that we should all have that we've forgotten.
That almost no one has. I used to watch this guy, Coyote Peterson, go down the insect sting pain index videos. It's just videos of him, like, just writhing in pain and screaming. I used to watch this at work with Brian when we worked at FedEx.
Nice.
Just like Have you ever seen him or heard of him?
I've heard, yeah, I think I've seen a couple of his videos. People send me a lot of weird stuff, you know,
Huh?
especially because I was, you know, law enforcement and military.
Yeah.
I get a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, so Kaylee was saying, she's like, last summer she got stung like 16 times. Not 16, she got stung like 4 or 5 times in close proximity. And so once it was like on her neck. On your neck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on her neck, and she was like, it hurt really bad. So I was like, here, let's watch this guy get stung by more exotic things. He gets stung by a bullet ant, and like a tarantula hawk, and tarantula wasp, or something like that. It was like crazy big insects. And it was just, so I'm like, well, this guy gets stung by worse things, but he always stings himself in the exact same spot on the arm.
That was actually one of my favorites on Naked and Afraid, was the guy brought mosquito netting. Who else thinks of that?
Someone who doesn't like mosquitoes. Hate mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are the worst. Are you gonna jump on? Kaylee wants to go on her raft. I was like, are you gonna jump on our raft? Our raft is small and square. It doesn't have a smelter yet. Kaylee's raft, she was building it like an octagon.
You guys' raft looked really nice.
You saw Kaylee and I's raft?
Yeah, you guys played together. You did stream.
Was it the same? Was it the same one though? Because we played the game several times.
It was definitely her, you and her.
Yeah, but I don't know if we were playing on her game or my game though. My game might have been my game.
Mine has the Bruce head wall. Mine has the Bruce head wall. My raft has all the Bruce heads.
All right. So we need more sand.
Yeah.
So we need another island. I guess I'll fish a little bit.
Juggling some inventory stuff here so I got beets.
Beets. Oh. Kaylee has a giant row of Bruce heads.
Took it a bit personally, didn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, she's got an octagon raft. It's not very big as far as square footage, but it's like 16 stories of a raft. Huh? It's a lot of raft. Very small footprint, but it goes up high. Like honestly, it's just like she built it out from here. It's like not too much bigger than ours footprint wise. It's just octagon shaped.
Built it that way so that I could reinforce everything on the bottom so Bruce could never eat it.
Yeah, we also we reinforced the entire bottom because it's just easier so it doesn't eat the raft. Because that's one thing that you can make with metal.
There's a big island over here. A huge island.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. I will paddle. Paddles away.
I should probably build a paddle and do that with you.
If you can cook, if you can cook more food, that'd be good while I'm paddling.
Yeah, right now, I was gonna put some more, throw another shrimp on the Barbie.
On the Bobby.
Put some more water in.
Okay, yeah, I didn't. I meant to put it, fill it in, but
No, I got it.
I was taking back to paddling.
I'm about to one time you paddle us.
He's like, tell us about the one time you paddled us the wrong way. So basically, there's a point in the game where you build that receiver so you can like start tracking specific locations for the story points in the game. And the first one you go to is the oil rig, where you find out Bruce's name and it's like scrawled on the walls and stuff. So I put in the location for the second location in the thing, and somewhere along the way, the location got switched back to the initial location, and we had a sail, and the sail wouldn't take us toward where I thought we needed to go. So I rowed us across the entire map with like 16 oars,
Exactly where we were.
and it took us right back to the original place where we were already been, and there's nothing else for us to get there. But because somehow the location on the map changed, I was like, oh my god, I rowed us all this way.
Nice.
Like it was like 1,000 meters. Oh my thing broke. I can't build a new one. Yes.
Did you change the way that
Well, if you haven't seen, there was a movie made a few years ago. Are you familiar with the story of the Kon-Tiki?
No.
Okay, so this guy had a theory that the Polynesian islands could have been inhabited originally by people from South America.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, well, that's not the way that the currents go. And he said, well, or that's not the way the wind patterns go, because it would have gone against the wind patterns. And he says, yes, but the currents would have taken the ship there. And of course, everybody thought he was nuts, because again, this is a Swedish guy. And so he decided in the 1950s to test it. And he built a ship basically using nothing but the materials that they had available at the time. And these guys weren't sailors. I mean, these guys, had no idea what they were really doing. They were anthropologists and stuff, but certainly not carpenters or sailors or navigators or anything. And, yeah. In fact, the guy who starred, his name was Thor Heyerdahl. And this is a true story. He didn't even know how to swim.
Oh, wow.
And they decided to take this boat and travel this outrageous distance with basically no technology with them. And they did it.
That's cool.
Yeah, the movie, it's funny. So the movie it was a Swedish movie, and it was nominated for Best Foreign Film, but the whole thing is in English because that was the one language that everybody on the boat spoke.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's a really good movie, and especially if this is kind of your bag, it's definitely worth watching. It's a real interesting film. I've known about the story of the Kon-Tiki since I was a kid, but the movie did it really well. Because the other thing is like, it's not just enough to get there, but then how exactly do you put in, you see these waves going right now. How would you put this raft on shore against these waves?
I don't know. Now that you're explaining the story, it does sound familiar. Like I feel like I've heard this somewhere before. Yeah,
you probably heard about it in like grade school or something. But it was just one of these things that it was just these so unlikely of guys just went out there and did this absolutely impossible thing.
Right, we're anchored. I broke 2 paddles getting us this close. Like I was struggling to get us this far.
And Bruce just bit me, but I'm swimming for it. But like these guys didn't even have ropes. They had like papyrus lines and stuff like that. Papyrus rope. They didn't have any kind of like modern technology on this thing. It was all built with what these people had at the time. That's bonkers. And so if these guys who were not sailors and professionals and whatnot could make the trip, then somebody who was, 4th or 5th generation sailor could have done it.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, Bruce, don't kill me. No. No. Anything good on the island?
I'm chopping down all the trees, you know.
Oh, that sounds good.
Doing my job for the environment. And found some more watermelons. And I threw the watermelon seed because I have no inventory space.
Here's some clay. Oh, I should go throw a brew snack so we can... I can look at the floor in relative peace.
There's a crate over here.
Well, that's always good.
Okay, and I can't pick up the glass or the vine goo.
A Brucey snack.
I'm just gonna have to eat them.
Oh darn. Sustenance. Bruce is having a snack. I'm gonna check out the floor. I found some clay, but we need sand.
Yeah. My spear is about to break anyway. I'm just gonna make some inventory space.
Oh, good, some sand. Good. I'm kind of just trying to ignore everything except for like the sand because we need that smelter like ASAP. Because I mean, yeah, we need the other stuff too eventually, but we need to be able to make bigger storage crates, so we need to smelt metal to make the hinges, so we can make the bigger crates, so we can store stuff better. Betterly storage.
Okay. I just had to throw away a whole bunch of stuff just to make space in my inventory. Did you throw a Bruce trap?
Yeah, I did, but it's probably up now, and I'm having to run back because I'm starving. Surprise, surprise. Ugh. I don't even know if I can make it back. I might die.
You know what? I was about to go collect a barrel, but I don't have any inventory space.
All right.
You need food?
Yeah.
Here, let me... There you go. There's 3 coconuts.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no. Did you make food for you or just both of us? All right.
And Bruce just bit me.
That's what he does. Alrighty. Bricks. Oh. Dang it, Bruce. Pick a corner. Let's see. Wet brick. Alright, here's a wet brick. Here's some sand.
Let's see here. All right. One more wet brick.
Yeah, so we got a couple on there. But Kaylee just made us lunch, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here.
Yep, probably a good time.
Yeah. We got a little bit of progress. We got the research going, so now we know we just got a bunch of stuff to build next time once we get the bricks going. But yeah, we're making progress slowly. Takes a little bit to get up to the cruise ship. Anyway,
Well, if it just boggles my mind, because if I didn't have you here, this game does not explain anything.
yeah, the game doesn't teach you anything. It's just like, there you go. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. There's definitely a learning curve, and I've played the beginning many times.
Well, it's just not really a good way of like leaving a positive impression about your game, is it? I mean,
yeah, it's just I feel like Satisfactory does a lot better job of teaching you how to play and getting you into the game, and it's a lot less punishing. I mean, I still die a lot in Satisfactory, but I don't feel like I'm like screwed every single time I die. Unless I fall through the world and my crate's underneath the world, then that's, you know, those good old Unreal Engine bugs.
purifier.
Oh yeah, that lets us like make a lot more water. So instead of making 1 cup at a time, it makes like 4 or 5 cups at a time. It's pretty handy, But thanks for streaming with me. It was fun.
Yep, this has been you know, 2 guys, 1 raft.
2 guys, 1 raft. That's the stream.
Not occurred yet.
Yeah, no cruise ship. Oh look, we got a nice little moon coming over the sea. I'll take a picture of that.
Here's a screenshot.
Yeah, that's a nice screenshot.
Of course, I'm looking at mine through shark teeth.
Shark teeth. Good old Shark Week 90, right?
There you go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. See you next time.